Hi everybody, it's Claire and welcome to a short video, not really a tutorial today. I just wanted to show you a beautiful new mandala book that I've been working in and just show you a little bit about the book. So, what I do have out is the kit that I've used just so that we can quickly run through it. So if you wanted to give it a go, then you're more than welcome to. Okay, so this is the beautiful design that I've been working on. We're going to finish off one particular little leaf down here and then sign it, but I just thought that I would finish you a page before I showed you the book just to see how beautiful the designs are. Okay, and you can see there I've used a mixture of pencil and paint. Okay, so I'm just going to put that carefully to one side for the moment. This is the beautiful book. I'm going to come back to this in a moment, but I'll leave it in shot so that you can see it throughout me explaining the kit that I've got out. So in terms of my pencils, actually, let me just put this back here and I can show you what I mean. So in terms of my pencils, I've got my standard set of Prismacolors for roses. So I'll quickly grab these and show you what they are. So I have black, which is PC935. Stick these up there. I have black raspberry, which is 1095. I have Tuscan Red, which is 937. I have Crimson Lake, which is 925. I have Scarlet Lake, it's a bit of a shorty, which is 923. And I have Poppy Red, which is 922. And we won't be doing the roses today. There's a separate tutorial, a recent one, on the actually colouring the exact same palette with these roses. So I won't go over that today, but I just wanted to remind you of the colours that I'd used. Okay, so where I've used purple pencil here, so if I just point with my brush, so you can see I've used Prismacolor pencils here and some in the middle here. So just at various points I've used the purple Prismacolor palette. And what I've got is Dioxazine Purple Hue, which is 132. I've got, oh, dropping it, she says, Violet, can't tell you the number because it's on the floor, Parma Violet 1008. I have Lilac, which is 956, and I have Lavender, which is 934. Okay, so that's my pencils. Now then, for you can see clearly here, you can see clearly that this beautiful design has metallic paint on it, okay? And you all know what I'm going to say. So these are my KJ designed by Karen, Indigo Art GB paints. I've pulled out a little palette, so I've got a little mini tin here, and if I just open that, you can see the colours that I've got there. I'll just move this out the way so you can see the book. So what I've got is I have a full palette of gold, which is it's called number 3 because it's one of the ones that Karen was experimenting with. But if I just, let me get you the equivalent of a colour that's available in the shop, because I think it's either royal or golden, but let me double check. Yes, so the nearest that you've got in a colour that's available in Karen's shop is golden. But I've just got a full pan of this test gold because I really like the rich colour of it. So then we've got ocean green, we have lime, we have purple, we have Neptune. Now Neptune's lovely because it's a purple with gold glitter in, and that's from the Planet set in Karen's shop. And we have French lavender. And I've put these two little beauties over at this side because they are from a set of new colours which Karen has released. This one's called Butter and this one is called Magic Blue. So if I just grab this again and show you. So I've used the new colours here. I've got Butter here. And I've got the Magic Blue. You can see the beautiful, if I just twist it in the light, you can see the beautiful kind of blue-green turquoise colour there. That's called Magic Blue. Okay, and I just want to take a second actually to show you. So I've got a swatch underneath here. Okay, so yes, so these are the new colours that Karen released. January, yeah, so January 2020. Okay, so there was these set of 6 neon colours, and you can either use them like this or you can mix them with your other paints to give them a little bit of a kick in terms of colour. And then these were the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. So there was 22 new colours Karen released in January. And if I just put them in the light, you can see how beautiful they are, as usual. Okay, I'll just hold that there for 1 second so that if you wanted to pause your screen to see what colours I've got written underneath the swatches, you can. Okay, this is the magic blue that I've picked out, and this is the butter. Lovely colours. Okay, so I'm just going to put that to one side as well for a moment. So I've got my paints. I have a 40, it's just a modelling brush. It's got a pretty fine tip, okay, quite a long fine tip, because we're working in relatively detailed areas. I have my Pigma Micron 0.3 black fine liner. Doesn't matter how accurate you are with these paints, you'll still want to re-go over the lines. And then what I've got is, clearly I've got my little cute egg cup full of water because we're going to be finishing off that leaf. I have a pair of tweezers, and let me just put these to one side. You can see that if I get this beautiful mandala design back, you can see that in various places I've just put a little, I've blinged it up a little. So these are just little tiny stick-on gems, can you see? And that is just these really cheap craft shop little stick-on gems, and I just use them with a pair of tweezers to apply them, okay? So, let me show you this book, which has been in shot all of this time, because it's really pretty. So, a lady called Nia from Colorya got in touch with me a few weeks ago, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and basically they are an established company, French company, who are well known and supply colouring books to predominantly, well, until now, predominantly France and Germany. But what they wanted to do is, because they've been so popular, they've wanted to expand into the UK market and also into North America. So this beauty here is available on Amazon UK now, and it will be available on Amazon US and Amazon Canada, I think, in about 6 weeks' time. Okay, so let me show you the book. So as you can see, it's a book of mandalas, Colorya colouring book. Okay, so how's that in shot? Yes, you can see that really well. So it's got a lovely nameplate to start with, so that you can make this your very own. What I should have said before we go in there, can you see this beautiful spiral binding? If I just move that down a bit, it's really, really strong. Okay, so they're not perforated, these pages, but in terms of how you work, spiral binding makes it a lot easier, I think. So we'll just move that up. Okay, so let's go back to that lovely nameplate. I'm just going to move my coloured page out of the way slightly. Okay, so I'm just going to flick through and show you some of the beautiful designs. So, Colorya also has a Facebook group. So what this says is, special invitation, get exclusive free illustrations, take part in giveaways, share your art and enjoy discounts on future book launches by joining the Colorya Facebook group at www.facebook.com/groups/ColoryaUK. Okay, or when you get the book, you can just simply scan that with your smartphone, and I think it'll take you to the page. Okay, so I quite like this because this shows you the brand purpose behind this company. So Colorya was created by people like you who believe art is an expression of the most delicate part of human nature. It uplifts our spirit and brings positive creative energy. Yet our hectic everyday lives rarely allow us to take time for ourselves, to slow down and appreciate each moment, to simply take a deep breath and relax. Also, as a consequence, more and more people struggle with anxiety, stress and lack of concentration. At Colorya, we've dedicated our hearts and our efforts to create the best possible colouring books with solely one purpose: to bring more colour, joy and happiness into your life. So I just think that's a really, really nice statement, a statement of purpose. It's and you can tell by the quality of this book that they really do mean what they say. So let me just, if I can you hear that? This is really, really good, and you might just be able to see the thickness of it there. Cardstock. Okay, now I don't do a lot of book reviews on the channel because I don't have an awful lot of colouring time, but I did choose to do this one because simply because of the quality of the pages, and clearly because I like mixing my media. I like mixing my pencils and my paints on various designs, this is excellent because the cardstock, whilst it's not watercolour paper, the cardstock is that finer, thick quality that you can use any type of media on it. So clearly you won't have any problem with paints, watercolour paints at all. So if I just show you the back, you can see there's no bleed through at all from my paints. Okay, so I'm just going to keep flicking through just to give you some ideas. And one of the other reasons that this appealed to me was this beautiful book is because my colouring journey 4 years ago started with mandalas, which was another reason why I decided to help advertise the fact that the book is available. I cut my teeth on mandalas when I was learning to colour all those years ago. So and I don't do an awful lot of them now, to be fair. So it was quite nice to go back and do a beautiful designed one, because it's the principle is quite close to my heart. Okay, so you can see there's a mixture of small sizes, and then we've got some beautiful designs which go onto the bottom here. And there's plenty of white room as well. So if you like doing your backgrounds, I haven't done one on mine, but if you like doing backgrounds, there's plenty of space. I mean, look at this one. You've got like this swathe of beautiful daisies going across here. So you could have a swathe of pink and then all sorts of lovely complementary greens in the background for the leaves. So I'll just flick through a few more and then I'll go back to my page. And literally, like I say, we're going to finish off the one leaf, sign it, and then I shall let you go for today. Like I say, it's not really a tutorial. It was basically to show you this beautiful book. Okay, so you can see that there are tons and tons and tons and tons of designs. It's really good value for money. Okay, and if you like your patterned work, I think that's the last one. Yes, it is. If you like your patterned work, it'll be a really good book for you to have a go at. Okay, so that's the book. So I'm going to put this carefully to one side as well. And I'm going to grab my page. Okay, so there's my beautiful page. And I think what I will do at this point is zoom you in a little bit. And then we'll lift that up because we're just going to be finishing off this little leaf here. I just thought it would be nice for you to see me completely complete the page, if that makes sense. There we go, we have the power. Now I know that Prismacolor pencil is catching the light. So it's catching, if I do that, can you see it's catching the wax? So don't think that that's the colour on the page. It's not. If I just take it out of the reflection of the light, you can see the true beauty of the red colour palette there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to can you see my paints? Yes, you can. So I'm going to, let me just grab my water. I'm going to be using, so I'm going to do a little tiny bit of blending. So I'm going to use ocean green for my deepest colour, and I'm going to use lime for my light highlight. Okay, so that ocean green looks like it's quite a little bit wet still. So I'm just gonna, and like I have several tutorials on these beautiful paints, and you'll know that if you've watched them, you don't have to prep them very much. So that was dry, and now it's ready to use. Okay, so we're good to go. So I'm just going to start with my ocean green. You see what I'm doing? Yes, you can. And I'm going to take this roughly to about halfway up the leaf. Like that. And now you'll see why I've got such a long fine tip brush, because we need to be able to accurately paint up to these lines, which you won't be able to do with a big fat brush. Well, you could, but you'd be more talented than I am. Okay, a little bit more, I think. You can see what a beautiful colour that ocean green is. Okay, just going to wash my brush off and I go to lime. I'm going to leave a tiny, oh, there's too much water on that. I'm going to leave a tiny little gap. I'm going to start about there. Like I say, there's a few tutorials on blending these paints. So, but I just thought this was quite nice to show you me finishing off the page. And then we'll sign it. And we're good to go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean my brush. I'm going to wipe it dry. And then I'm going to literally just put it in my water pot. And what I'm going to do is just kind of dab. And because I've got a little bit of water on my brush, these paints just kind of melt together. And you just keep dabbing until you get a nice, smooth blend line. Okay? And you can go back and go back and go back and just dab until you're happy that you've got a nice, invisible colour change. Okay? And they blend very, very easily, and they're so rich, these paints. Beautiful. Okay, now once that dries, it won't dry by the time I finish talking to you, but once it does, I'll just re-outline this little bit here with my black marker. But I think for now, I'll just take this out of shot. Sorry, out of the water pot out of the way because I'm clumsy. Take my little paint pot out of the way. And then what we will do is I will zoom you out again. I'll put this straight and then we'll sign it. Okay, so again, I've just got my black fine liner. If you've watched my videos before, you'll all know that I sign with a paw print bottom right for my beautiful chocolate Labrador Cadbury, who went to Rainbow Bridge about 2.5 years ago. She used to sit at my feet while I coloured, and I loved her so much, and I miss her every day, and I think about her every day. So this is just my little way of remembering her. So I draw kind of like a kidney bean shape, and then we do a little paw print, slightly bigger one for the middle toes, and then another little one at this end, and we are done. So hopefully I've shown you some beautiful designs for you to try, these mandalas. And as you can see, because the paper is so thick, it takes the paint beautifully. So if you wanted to use a mixed media, it'll be really good for you to try. Okay. All right then, bye for now. And as normal, if you want to drop me any questions, just do that and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Bye for now.